Hello and welcome back to another video here on our channel. Today in this video you will only get me. So for those of you that are brand new, because I know we have some new subscribers out there, my name is Jenise and normally my husband Bart will be in the video with us, but he's not in this video today because as you can tell from the title, this video is going to be all about how I became a stay-at-home mom. Maybe more so how and why I felt this video was important to record. So yeah, to all of our new subscribers, welcome. To all of you that have been rocking with us from the beginning, thank you for coming back to another video. Don't forget at the end of this video, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below because we actually enjoy reading the few comments that we do get. And you can share the video, send some friends over, the new or first time viewers. Hopefully you like what we do on our channel and you decide to stick around and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your bell notification so that you are notified each and every time we upload a video. So since we got all of that out the way, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So like I said, I am now a stay-at-home mom. My first time actually saying it on, this is my first time saying it on camera, but yes, I did become a stay-at-home mom on February 13th of this year. Now I'm gonna try to do this video as quick as possible because if any of you guys out there are a stay-at-home mom and you have little ones in the house, it is very hard to keep them occupied for a long amount of time, to be able to sit in front of the camera and just talk. So I'm gonna try to wrap this video up as quickly as possible but be as detailed as possible. Now I want to go ahead and throw out this disclaimer. I am not coming on camera to bash, bad talk, or talk down about the company, the people, or anything that I worked for. So that will not be happening in this video. I will give a little insight as to why I decided to walk away, but I won't go into too many details. There is really not many details to go into to bad talk them. So we just go ahead and get that out of the way. So just to give a little backstory, and if you guys see me, it's because the curtains are open and people are constantly, we constantly have people going by. So just to give a little backstory, I did work in a preschool setting, and I started working there when I was 19 years old. I am 27 now, so you can go ahead and do the math. I was there since I was 19, like I mentioned, and for some people that's ideal. And I mean, even for me, you know, you kind of think, okay, I can start a job when I'm really, really young and I can stay on that job forever and I can retire and say I worked one job my entire life. I commend people like that. My husband is actually like that. But for me, the dream, it kind of just wasn't the dream anymore. So I was there from 2011, I believe, up until 2016. I left for 1 year because at that time I walked away even then in 2016 because I thought I was done with the job. I was ready to kind of just move on and do something else. But the following year, 2017, October, they actually reached out to me and they were asking if I could come back. They were in need of my services, so I decided to go back. I went back thinking, you know, I kind of went back thinking, okay, well, I've been gone a year, so maybe, you know, it'll feel brand new. It'll feel like, you know, starting a new job. That was not the case. I kind of went back and it was just like picking up where I left off. Kind of feeling like I never left at all, honestly. And I worked and at that time I was pregnant. I was pregnant with Charlotte. So I worked all the way up until 2018 before I went on maternity leave. I went on maternity leave, and I'm giving you the backstory just so you guys could, you know the history of it. I went on maternity leave and I was home with Charlotte for about 2.5 months, and then I went back. I went back May of 2018. So that was the longest stretch that I had been back since 2016 when I had resigned the very first time. So I was there, and like I said, it didn't feel like a brand new job. It kind of felt like I just was on vacation or something. So in the beginning it was kind of like, okay, you know, I'm working with these same people that I had worked with for years since I was 19. So, you know, it was cool in the beginning. You know, you kind of get back, you know, into the swing of things. But what happened was I was starting to feel that same dreaded feeling that I felt back in 2016. The only difference is I feel like I was a little older, and life had switched a little bit. Things kind of had just changed a little bit. I saw life from a different angle because remember, I had left there for a year. So I knew life outside of that job. So, that was kind of like my mentality. But it's kind of like when you move away from home and you go back and it kind of feel like, oh, I'm home. But then you kind of like, yeah, but I know what life feels like outside of this place that I've lived in all my life. It kind of felt like that, if you guys can follow that analogy. So anyway, I wrote down some key points because I want to make sure that I'm lining this video up and I'm hitting exactly everything that I want to kind of mention. Hey guys, I'm jumping in here really quickly because as I'm watching this back, I missed so many important points that I wanted to mention. And I'm putting it here because I just had made reference to having a list. So there are so many other things that I wanted to mention, and it wasn't on the list clearly, and my brain, I guess, just went blank. If you guys are interested, because I have some more small details factors that I feel like were a major key to why I decided to walk away from my job, let me know in the comment section below and I'll make a short part 2 to this video. So as the months went by, I was starting to feel this feeling of lack of fulfillment. Like I just wasn't feeling like, oh my God, it's time to go to work. I can't wait to get there. I wasn't feeling that. I kind of was feeling like a walking zombie, almost like I'm just getting up and I'm going to this place and I'm just doing it and doing it, and I was doing it kind of like with no enthusiasm. I don't know. And honestly, it was some days where I felt like I was going and I was kind of like faking the funk. Like I was kind of putting on this smile and like pretending to have this energy that I really naturally didn't have. So that's when like the light bulb went off in my head, and I'm kind of like, I was feeling so unhappy. And one of the things that led to that is just how much it took getting up in the morning, leaving my house, and actually getting to work. That in itself took so much work. One, because I lived so far from where I worked. And maybe the drive wouldn't have been so bad depending on the hours that I had to be there. But you go to work, it's early in the morning. It was so much traffic. I literally would have to be up at about 5:30, waking the kids up at about 6, and everything was just like go, go, go. And we had to be out of our house about 6:45, get to my mom's house, drop Charlotte off, and then still drive a ways away to get to the job. It was just so draining. I was drained by the time I got to work. So that was just the distance, the drive, everything I had to do in the morning, it kind of took a lot of the energy. Also, I kind of just felt like I had outgrown what I was doing. And I don't know if any of you guys could relate to that, but I kind of just felt like, I don't know, it was so routine, and I was feeling a bit complacent, like almost like too comfortable. And I didn't like that feeling for myself. I didn't like getting up and feeling like, okay, I don't have nothing to challenge me, or like I just didn't like the feeling. And also, sometimes when businesses and companies expand, sometimes you can lose. It's just like when perfect example, when you edit a picture, or you kind of expand, you blow a picture up, you lose the quality of the picture. I feel like that can sometimes happen with companies, with jobs, with anything. Sometimes when things, and change is good, don't get me wrong, I appreciate change, but sometimes when things change, you sometimes lose quality and value of what the original piece was. And I kind of felt like that at work, because I feel like with the expansion, with the job taking on so many new projects and so many new things, I feel like the hominess of what once was had changed. And for me, I just, not and adapt, but I couldn't, I don't know. I was unhappy, to say the least. I was very unhappy, and not unhappy in the sense like I was being treated so bad or anything like that. That wasn't the case. I just felt like I was ready to move on. Like I had outgrown the job. I've outgrown what I was doing. I outgrew, the relationships that I had made there. Not saying that I outgrew the people. It was just that if we're all doing the same thing, what else do we have to give to each other or to tell each other? Because our one common, like what we had in common was the job. So that was just one of those things for me. And I feel like if I had to use any words to describe why I left, I just feel like lack of fulfillment, like I had just outgrown it, and I was exhausted. And not exhausted so much from the workload, but exhausted from everything I had to do to get to work. So that pretty much is kind of like the light bulb that went off. And I had actually typed up my letter of resignation, and I gave it to them right after the new year of this year. And I had agreed to stay until the end of the school year, until after graduation. But I tell you, one morning, exactly February 13th, I woke up and I just had to contact them and let them know that I couldn't return. I just couldn't do it anymore, and I could not have been happier. It was like the weight had just been lifted off my shoulders, and I wish I had done it sooner. I wish I would have done it all the mornings my husband asked me to not go back. So I'm just grateful, and I'm so humble, and I thank God that I'm able to be in a position and be afforded an opportunity where I am able to be home and bills still get paid, and life is so, I don't understand, but life is just so much more enjoyable, and I couldn't be happier. So that's kind of like how I became a stay-at-home mom. But some of the reasons why is because why I wanted to do it, aside from the things that I've already mentioned, was mainly my kids. Like Charlotte was coming up on a year. Jacob is getting ready to go to kindergarten. And I feel like with Charlotte, she's going to start meeting milestones that I did not want to be absent from. And Jacob is going to go, he's about to enter a whole nother world. And I just want to be able to be there for my kids. Like, I want to be present in every moment of, like what life is about to, offer for them. Turning one is a big deal. Going to kindergarten is a big deal. So I just wanted to be able to be available for them, for my husband, for my mom. So I don't know. It was kind of like God put everything, He lined everything up, and He gave me no reason to doubt that I could walk away. And I did just that. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. And now, not having any obligations outside of the things I want to be obligated to, I'm able to focus on so many things that I want to do and I enjoy doing. And I don't know, it's a different feeling. It just, I could not be any happier. And one of the reasons I felt like I wanted to sit down and record this video, still as awkward as it is sitting in front of the camera, I wanted to record this video so bad because I said, for anyone that's out there on the opposite side of the computer screen listening to me talk, I just want to say, if you are feeling those feelings, oh my God, the feelings that I know all too well, if you are feeling it and you are able to, I say go on your knees, pray to God, speak to your partner, your significant other, whoever else is in a relationship with you, and I say, if you guys are on the same page about it, I say please do it without hesitation. That's what I wanted to encourage. That's what I would encourage anybody to do. If you are in a position, if you have the opportunity where you can do it, I say do it. Now, don't get on the other side of the fence and think that, it's peaches and cream. You're going to be sitting with your feet up watching Netflix all day, especially if you have little children. It's constant. It's constant. So, and sometimes I get up and some days I'm just like, oh my God, going to work was a lot easier than this. Would I trade it for anything in the world? Absolutely not. I love being here for my kids. I love us being able to sit down and have breakfast. I love being able to have lunch with my husband. I just love being able to get things done around my house and, you know, not being home when the sun is going down and rushing trying to cook. I just love everything about the choice and the decision I chose to make to better me and my family. And I must give so much credit and honor to God first and to my husband, because he makes a lot of anything that I want to do or able to do. He makes a lot of those things possible because he is a man that believes that a man needs to leave the house and go to work. And I adore him, appreciate him, and thank him for that. So if I could be an encouragement to anyone, don't think that it's all glitz and glam, because it's not. It's hard work on this side, I must say. It really is. But I actually enjoy it. And I also wanted you guys to know, so if I'm vlogging in the middle of the week, you guys aren't like, I thought she worked, or I thought she had a job. Not anymore, boo-boo. Well, I do have a job, but it just goes on inside of my house and on my terms. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, if there's anything else you would like to know, I have no problem sharing. And for me, I am naturally a very private person, so I don't know. And I even spoke to my best friend about it, and she's just like, honey, you got a husband, you got kids. Like, there's nothing to be ashamed of about being, because, you know, some people feel like you a stay-at-home mom. Like, girl, bye. Like, you need to be out working. Like, and I mean, I think that's just society. I think society gives you that mindset. But like my best friend said, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I have no problem sharing. I have no problem answering any questions that you guys may have. So if there's anything else that I didn't cover that you want to know, I'm looking over my little list. I am going to be doing a follow-up video to this, just so that you guys can see like a normal day in the life, and also kind of to share some of the ups and downs, the pros and cons to being a stay-at-home mom. So yeah, be on the lookout for that video, and be on the lookout for so many videos that Jenise and Bart have coming your way now that I just have a little bit of more time, and now that the bulk of events in the year has taken place, birthdays, anniversaries, all of that are over, so things are kind of like smooth sailing from here on out. So if you guys are new, go ahead, check out some of our previous videos, get all caught up. And for those of you that's been rocking with us for a while now, thank you. So yeah, don't forget to, yep, y'all hear the little one, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you all. Peace.